Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of A Better Podcast with Kenny and Jeff.
Okay.
I was trying to channel the guy from the cryo clinic in Futurama.
Oh, okay. All I could think about was like, oh, you know that they're closing Ringling Brothers Barnum and Billy Circus, right?
So I'm so torn about that. But that's
like anybody who's like really pissed off about it, like because social media kind of like lashed out because there's people who were like, finally, thank God, because of the animals, and other people were like, no, the childhood memories, and I was like thinking to myself, like, to anybody who said like no because childhood memories and stuff like that, like, when's the last time you went to the fucking circus? Any of you? Anybody? Anybody go to the circus lately? Anybody? I'm looking around the room as if I'm talking.
It's just your Uncle Pops, and I did.
Whatever,
Uncle Mark, I don't need this.
I've been to a single circus, and it was the Pickle Circus, and it didn't have any animals, and it was just like a bunch of tumbling acts and stuff like that. It was good. It was entertaining and fun. Didn't have any creepy clowns.
Well, that's why I'm torn, because you know, I would like the animals to be treated fairly, and if they are being abused, I would like them not to be part of the show anymore. But they didn't just do animal acts; they did other things too. I would feel better if they had just cut out the animal acts and kept everything else.
They could carry on, and like they don't have to have a fucking parade of elephants anymore. It's not 1920. It's not that impressive anymore. It's depressing now.
But they're so cool to look at.
It makes people sad. That's why we have zoos. And even then, those are also depressing.
That I would say depends on the zoo you go to, because I've been to a couple of zoos that are actually pretty cool to be at. They seem to have a more free range for the animals to wander and do stuff.
Still not nuts about the whole zoo idea.
It's
oh, this is great that we have animals, but like they really don't belong here.
Well, some zoos I know.
And we're not doing a good job of studying them, because you can't really study how an animal behaves if it was born and raised in a zoo.
Well, I do know some zoos are more for a rehabilitation type situation. Those zoos.
Gotta get that rhesus monkey off the crack.
Hey! He comes from a long line of addicted monkeys.
He's out there. They want him taken back to. And instead he's right now he's going.
He's going more like, come on, man, suck your dick.
Come on.
What did he say? No, I didn't think he said anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess that's what he wants.
All right.
No teeth.
Jerking off his feet.
Kenny, would you let a monkey suck your dick?
I'm gonna say for now, probably not. But who knows what the future holds, man?
Who knows what the future may be?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe that monkey learns to speak and he's actually a really cool guy or gal. I don't know. Whatever you're into.
Would it matter if it was a boy monkey or a girl monkey?
Honestly, if I'm considering fucking a monkey, gender's probably irrelevant. I think
this isn't gender. He's sucking your dick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, gender of the monkey is probably irrelevant. If I'm considering, like, am I going to bang an ape? Probably doesn't matter what gender the ape is, because that I think is probably the least pertinent question. The most pertinent is probably like, why are you banging an ape? But it's just so it's up in the air. I don't know. Put it that way.
Anyway.
Welcome,
hello, listeners,
audience. Welcome to, as we said, another episode of Better Podcast.
This is what it has. This is what it is.
This is what you got. This is who we are. We are awful people. I'm sorry that you stumbled upon us, but please say.
I am not sorry. You should enjoy it.
Well, you should enjoy it. I hope you do. But I'm sorry that was your. If you haven't heard us before, I'm sorry that was your first taste of the show. Because it doesn't really get much better.
Yeah, it's gonna all go downhill from here. I was telling you.
Yeah. Yep. Talk about monkey fellatio. It's about as good as it gets. So we are trying a little bit to revamp the show in terms of how do I want to put it? How would you describe what we're trying to like a little more structured, a little more?
We're looking for right now
cohesion more maybe.
Yes, because like our current format or format that we're running with is very avant-garde. No, it's not very avant-garde. It's just very loosey-goosey. We're just doing what we want to do.
Which I think is good if we're farther along in terms of audience buildup.
I still want to do what we want to do, but I am okay with doing what we want to do within a structure.
Yes. No, I don't want to change the things we're doing. I think having a bit more structure is for the good of the show.
Essentially, it's largely the same stuff we've been doing, only now we have titles for
catchy
them.
titles and theme songs.
Catchy.
Hey, I find them to be catchy. Kitschy?
Oh, good.
Kitschy.
Catchy. Kitschy?
Catchy.
Kitschy is one thing, catchy is another. Although you can't have a kitschy catch.
That's true.
What do you want to start with first, sir?
Well, I thought because we've talked about that, we've done this before, but
Yes.
it's been a little while since we've done it again. So
Yes.
I'm excited. I thought we would start with the Bart thoughts of the week.
Ah, Bart thoughts.
Bart thoughts. Because I did like that segment, so I'm glad that we finally can continue. Because as someone who's used Bart, it's definitely a place you can really kind of be with your thoughts and just be like, what the fuck is going on around me?
Just like, interesting. That's.
Hmm.
So here's what I was riding home on Bart, and I was chatting it up with Becky, as like you do, and we were talking about all the craziness. And Becky's not native to California.
No, she is from actually the part of the country I'm in.
She's from Connecticut. And so like a lot of the things that I talk about, like that I just say like, oh yeah, and she goes, wait, what? And oh yeah, that's a thing that we whatever, yeah, like it's totally normal to me. But like in due to recent events, which we will cover in a later segment,
Yes.
things have been kind of weird, and the whole California exit thing has started to get a lot more traction again.
Yep.
And I was trying to explain to her, because to her this was a new thing, and like, actually this has been around for a long time. Like, trying to move beyond this.
Yeah,
So
I
we
mean,
just
like
talked
the very north of the state has been forever trying to become its own state, like a very conservative state.
Yeah, but
It's not a very new thing.
we were I was just talking about this and that, and then it kind of occurred to me like, okay, like the whole secession thing aside, where the obvious issues with like seceding would be who stays, who goes, and like if we can actually secede and not let the American military like bomb, and then we do not secede anymore.
I think that's the technical term.
Yes, civil war is basically what I'm talking about. Like to avoid modern civil war, which would probably be even worse.
Yeah, that'd be really bad.
Yeah, really bad, scary even, because you think they had it bad at Gettysburg. Imagine if there was fucking drones.
Oh, God.
And our limited access, because basically the California National Guard would have to be on board in its entirety to defend California from the rest of the nation's army, essentially.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, we're not going to have things that we would need to secede, like tanks and guns and drones of our own.
And
Yeah. Anyway, aside from all that, whatever, push that aside. California secedes, successful. The Pope goes yay, and everyone's happy. So like I was just going through I was just running through her like a thought experiment, like the logistics of like having your own nation that was once part of another nation for years and years and years. Like little things, like okay, well, we'll have to change the currency. I mean that's one,
true.
Because we'll have our own economy now. Now, do we dollarize? So we still use like American dollars, and like we still go by the dollar value. But that would be crazy to go by the dollar value, because if we secede, California will be the 7th largest economy in the world. Which means that our dollar will be worth way more than the American dollar.
Yeah.
So like, why would we use the American dollar? No, fuck that. We got so we have to come up with our own like California fun bucks,
We should call them that, California Fun Bucks.
with like bears on it and like Willie McCovey or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We could put Willie Mays.
Yeah.
Willie McCovey.
We could put Joe DiMaggio on it because it would piss him off.
Put Joe DiMaggio, put Joe Montana, Steve Young.
California heroes.
Well, we have to put John Muir. You'd be a good one.
Well, yeah, or like Harvey Milk would be a good one.
Harvey Milk would be a great one. I don't know.
I mean, like, we have to make up our own currency. But the thing is, would we go with like money, like paper currency? Because California, this is Silicon Valley,
Well, I think we would purely for an ease with the rest of the world, because I mean, pretty much all the rest of the world uses paper money still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, because we like money is largely just like a fantasy now. Like,
Well, there are some places that still are cash only, which
but nothing's backed by like a gold standard anymore.
Yeah.
And it's all just like it's money now is just a promise between every human being on this planet that piece of paper is worth what's printed on it.
Yeah.
Which is a scary thought if you really kind of break it down. But that's a different Bart Thought segment altogether.
Which is why I don't understand the hatred of counterfeit money, because like I'm just making what you guys are making. Tell me it's worth 20.
It's just worth me writing $3 trillion on this piece of paper and signing it is about as worth as much as anything you've got.
Would you like to be the world's first trillionaire? Well, here you go.
Here you go. So that was one issue I had, and little things like revamping infrastructure and things that would be so much easier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'd be able to take that world that now a national economy and move it towards things that California has been voting on for years. So we'd be able to put it back into schools. Like we would, I could almost guarantee that California would have free public education.
Oh yeah, or at the very least,
yeah,
severely reduced public education.
like you want to go to Berkeley? Boom, and these campuses would have to explode in their size because to take this influx of students, and that's another issue. We'd have to have our own passports. Then we'd have to start issuing passports. And is your American passport still good in California? Because how long would it take for your American passport for you to sign up and get a California passport? And immigration into California would be another issue too.
Yeah. I think it would. You would have to, I think, to some degree, in terms of at least immigration, follow similar rules the United States has. Like if you're naturally born there, whether either you're naturally born there or even if your parents were illegal and you were naturally born there, you are a citizen of California. I think that would be, the most logical way to do it. It would it would make things a lot easier because it'd be pretty black and white. Either you're born here or you weren't.
I mean, also with the immigration thing that we're having right now, we do have a sizable amount of illegal immigrants, too, in California right now. Mm-hmm. Would California just be like, boom, granted, you're all citizens of California, the California Republic, boom, done?
I don't know if we would do that, but I think we would do something be like, you'd like to be a citizen? Well, here's like a really easy way to do it.
Yeah, make it easier.
And
then pay taxes.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, probably wouldn't be that high. Because now we're talking about just California's issues, not national issues. So now we're just talking about California's issues, California's infrastructure alone.
Oh yeah.
So even if we kept taxes where they are now, the amount of money that we'd be putting into all that money would be going straight back to the state.
Yeah. The only thing I worry though, well, one of the things I worry about in terms of the financial aspect is California also gets a decent amount of money from the federal government, which we would no longer be getting because we wouldn't be part of this country anymore. It's
true. There's that issue, and there's issues of like who would stay company-wise.
Yeah.
Like Amazon, Netflix, eBay. I think there's more. I can't remember. Like huge like .com and business, like huge like
Well, two of the biggest .coms originate in California, Google and Apple.
That's right, Google. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And Apple, of course.
Yeah,
would they stay? Would they leave?
I think they would stay because they were founded in California, so they'd have to
they'd have to be incentivized to stay. But like there couldn't be any like one thing that Becky brought up was like, what about repercussions from the United States for staying in California? I'm like, there's still a private business. They can operate in whatever country they damn well please in.
Oh yeah.
And California would be their own country.
Exactly. I mean, like the federal government of the United States wouldn't really be able to say anything about what California is doing with its private companies in terms of what they're doing, where they're staying, and all that. So, I mean, the big thing I worry about, because I feel like all these issues could be sorted out in a relatively decent amount of time once the proper people sit down and could really hash out the issues. The thing I wonder about is what the United States as a whole is going to do, because California is a very, very big liberal section of the country. If that leaves, I don't know what the rest of the country is going to look like.
Well, that was one of the things that was on another. I'm not going to say it because it's another future thing, but like a source we will mention later was talking about how like it's possible that they would be cheering on a Cal exit over at the current White House because that would change the electoral votes. Like How many electoral college votes does California have?
55, most in the country.
55, and they would all no longer just go to blue; they would just disappear. Boom.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which would mean that a lot more conservatives would be voted into office.
Oh yeah, and it would be much harder for Democrats to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Because the next most liberal state, I think, would be New York at that point, and they're only worth, I think, 38 votes. So they're still worth a sizable chunk, but not nearly what California is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing I worry about the most, because like I said, all the other issues you could hash out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know what the repercussions of that would be. But as someone who was originally from California, and who's lived in this part of the country, and has lived in this country as a whole, I would like California to leave, because oh my God, I hate what this country's turning into. I hate to say it, mostly because, like I said, I want California to leave. Kind of. Kind of. For the good of the country, I think California should stay in the United States. I just don't... I think that the potential negatives for the rest of the country outweigh the positives.
I mean...
Depending on what side of the coin you fall on.
And this bar thought wasn't going into the minutia of like whether it's a good idea or a bad idea. I was just thinking it was really interesting, the idea of building a new nation.
Oh yeah, no,
and like how it would all have to go down. Like I got stuck for like 20 minutes on the train. It felt like 20 minutes. Probably was more like 2 minutes. But like of like postage stamps. Like, do your forever stamps work anymore? Because you spent money on those, and they're like, what is it, 48 cents now for a forever stamp?
I think so.
So like. But you'd have to have your own California stamps. Would that go down? Because if it is within the nation of California, it would be. It's not going as far anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, there's so many little things I didn't think about.
It's crazy. Phone lines. Would your phone number change, Kenny?
I don't know if phone number would change.
I mean, because it's built on. Is it because that's the telephone network is built on a national infrastructure.
Mm.
The United States infrastructure. If it was just built on California's telephone lines, we might have to assign different phone numbers.
I feel like though we might not have to. I feel like because the way in terms of like the area codes and things like those are specific to California.
I think I fell on we would keep them just for the sake of keeping them, like zip codes and area codes, because it just wouldn't make sense to like redo them.
No. Well, I mean, plus it's like I said, like they're specific to California. So like you're not going to find another 925, elsewhere in the country. You're not going to find like a 94510 elsewhere in the country. They're specific to California, so you wouldn't need to change them because you wouldn't really be affecting anything. You just have to work out a deal with the federal government to let us keep using them.
And my final question was, who do we take with us? Is it just California, or do we take Washington and Oregon with us too? I mean, because Washington's got Microsoft.
That's true. And Oregon's got...
Oregon's cool.
Portland's nice, I think.
Portland's nice. I mean, there's a... and also, do we take Hawaii?
I feel like we could.
Like, let me not take them, like, but like, Hawaii, want to come?
Yeah, become part of the nation of California.
Because then we could just be like the Western Coalition nation, or just keep calling it the California Republic.
We could be the NCR.
Exactly, New California Republic, and then have territories or state, and like our states would be California proper, and then Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, maybe Alaska.
I think Alaska's a little too red, I think.
Well, the problem is that we would need some access to domestic oil.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we'd be relying on foreign oil if we were getting it from like Texas.
Well, no, but then we could dump a ton of money into clean energy.
Yeah, that's true. Because like I know Tesla would probably stay, and Elon Musk.
Tesla would absolutely stay.
Elon Musk would be like, electric cars for everybody. Woo!
The only thing I worry about taking Oregon and Washington along with California is you're removing a lot more blue from the rest of the country, and that's going to be even worse for Democrats that stay. I
mean, I think if Cal exit did happen, this is back to what I didn't want to talk about. But if Cal exit did happen, we'd have a mass exodus of those who were like, well, gonna leave here. like every Republican in the state who's like.
Good.
Who's like going like, who for years has been like, I'm sick of this, blah, 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 blah. They would just move to Colorado finally, like they've been talking about doing.
Good. Let them. Fuck them. That's California's new motto. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em. So that was my Bart thought.
Well,
Bart thought.
it's a good Bart thought. It
was a fun thought experiment.
It potentially may not be just a thought experiment.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't either, but
I feel like it would be incredibly irresponsible to the other millions of people in this country if California left, and people are going to realize that we can't just look out for ourselves. That is not what the union is about. That's not what the dream is about. It would be really poor choice to secede.
Yeah,
but it is funny to think about.
Well, I say it's probably not going to happen at the same time. Like based on everything else I've seen happen, like fuck, anything's possible at this point.
It's true. That is also true.
But no, I think it is a fun thought experiment, and it's something to really consider just outside of the basic things, like what do we do about our money? What do we do about this? Like you really have to look at the bigger picture.
I was having so much fun with just the postage stamps.
the postage stamps really are like a big, like,
because you don't think about that stuff. You're like,
no, you never think about that until you have to mail a letter.
Let me think. Huh. Vehicle registration, Kenny.
Oh God.
License plates.
I feel like we keep it the same, but I don't know in terms of like.
Yeah, but like we'd have to issue diplomatic plates for anybody who is leaving the country of California on international business.
Oh man, yeah, wow. There's so many more things to think about than
It's just kind of fun. If you have any more things to add to this conversation, this thought experiment, please.
Yes, put them in the comments.
Yes. Comment below. It's usually below. It's comment below.
Comment below. But no, yeah, if you have any interesting thoughts about other things we haven't thought of that are like small, insignificant things at the moment, or what you think the outcome of a potential Cal exit would be, do you think we would take Oregon and Washington with us? Let us know, because I am very curious about this subject. So I am legitimately interested in your thoughts. So please comment away.
He is legitimately interested in your thoughts.
Unlike most of the time, I'm actually interested in what you have to say this time. Z-Snap.
Very well.
But I think it's a good time to a good opportunity to segue into what I think will be hopefully a semi-consistent segment on the show.
Okay.
Where we will talk about the news of the day, or the week, really, because we are a weekly show. And we are calling this show, drumroll, this is the weekly Armageddon update.
Weekly Armageddon update. I was hoping that this wasn't going to be the weekly Armageddon update when you started with, I hope this is going to be a weekly thing. It's like, no. I don't hope this is going to be a weekly thing.
I should let me clarify. I hope the news segment is a weekly thing. I don't hope that Armageddon is a weekly thing.
Yes. So I'd like to start because with you, sir.
With me.
Well, because a conversation that we were having earlier this week that straight up like wrecked my day. Like I couldn't carry on.
Very sorry.
What we were talking about.
Is it my fault?
We text a lot.
We do. We're just talkative guys.
Here we go. Almost there.
You got it.
Let's see. God, there's a lot. Okay, here we go. So, I'm talking about. We were talking about what was going on. This was on.
Was it Monday?
This was Thursday. Last Thursday.
Okay.
Well, just Thursday, 126.
Yes.
This is today's 129. So it was 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about all the shit that was going down that day.
Yes.
And I said they moved the doomsday clock up to 2.5 minutes to midnight. By the way. And and then I go, and the entire senior administrative team at the State Department resigned. And then
I just said,
you said what? WT what? And then you follow up with, I heard the first part but not the second part. And then you said the entire senior team, like as in like to reiterate, yes. And I was like, all the senior level of management officials.
That's fucking. I was so blown away when you told me that.
And you wrote, "God damn, the whole fucking senior level, Jesus Christ, what is going to happen now?" And that last sentence, "What is going to happen now?" Kenny, you killed me because I hadn't thought about it yet. I hadn't even like put one iota thought of it. I was just throwing it out there like, "Oh, and this thing happened. Isn't that shitty?" Ha! Oh my god.
What's I was thinking, like, because all of these people are resigning, people that potentially, hopefully, could have had some impact on the potential decisions that we make in terms of how they're implemented and stuff. Like, if they're all leaving because of their moral disagreements with everything, which I am totally for. If you have a moral disagreement with the decisions that are going on, I ask that you not be a part of them just to have a job. Like, without these people, like, what's going to happen? Especially because there's a government hiring freeze. So you can't refill the positions.
It was because of that question that it took me 15 minutes to respond to you.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened. Like, you didn't say anything for a little while.
I was like, excuse me, 11 minutes. 11 minutes to respond to you. Because I was just like, I was just sitting there like, and I was just stunned. and then that, that's that meme that you see, it's from The Hangover, but I haven't seen The Hangover, so it's from the meme, where you see like Jack Galifianakis has like the numbers flying in front of his head, and he's like,
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis? I said Jack, didn't I?
You did.
I keep doing that. Zach Galifianakis keeps having the numbers fly.
Like all the the mathematical equations flying everywhere.
That was like me in my cube at the office. I was just like, oh my god. So I came back with this. And by the way, I'm calling our Secretary of State ExxonMobil because that's his name now.
Yep.
So our new Secretary of State, ExxonMobil, will have to try to fill those positions without any knowledge or experience, most likely from the private sector, where there are 0 jobs out there like it. Our diplomats are also going to be hanging in the breeze for a while, thousands of people who actually keep our country safe without firing a shot, despite their jobs being incredibly dangerous for some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm just and then I'm thinking about that because I responded, "Oh, just fucking lovely," because I'm thinking like, there's a hiring freeze. You can't refill those positions right now.
No, it's just like.
Yeah, and then I asked you, like, isn't this like what the Second Amendment's about? Like, isn't that why it exists? So we can stop this kind of thing.
And that loops back to the Cal exit thought experiment, where I was like, well, this would be crazy anyway. But still.
And I think, and I asked this, and I said this to you, and I think it's a good point. We have taken the idea of anyone can be president too far.
Yeah, I think I've done so much. I got to the point where like I couldn't respond to you anymore because you're like, isn't this the sort of thing that the Second Amendment was designed for? And I said, actually, yes, but good luck with your small arms when you're dealing with drones, tanks, etc. And you said, oh, I know it would never work. And then you said, I can't fucking fathom the next 4 years. And then I just I didn't know what to say, so I just texted back shrug.
Yeah, like there's like nothing you can really say at that point.
I'm out of things to say. And I'm just not, and you can probably tell from the rest of my text that I'm just not feeling that funny anymore.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I'm serious. We should make our own Sealand.
Yeah, Sealand.
Sealand 2.
I just don't want to be on the planet because it's going to get wrecked too. Even if we're on the ocean, it's still going to be like unbearably hot or not breathable.
Yeah, we're not going to evolve gills in time.
I know that takes forever.
Damn it! How did Kevin Costner do it?
I don't know. That's actually one of the few problems I have with that movie because I like that movie. Fuck everyone else. Waterworld rules. Throw up the horns to no one.
I do say it is, in terms of apocalypse scenarios, definitely the most plausible.
Yeah. I just like it. I just think it was really cool. I'll always tell you.
No, it's a cool concept. I just think Kevin Costner didn't execute it the way he should have.
I just liked. I liked all the sea battles and stuff like that. Dudes flying around on jet skis and like.
Fuck yeah.
They're like trading soil.
Give me that dirt.
Soil in fresh water. Like, that's badass. Come on. The bad guys are called the smokers because they have gas. So they have gasoline so they can like. By the way, they just had crude oil on that tanker. That's another problem I had. Like, they found a way to refine the crude oil into gasoline.
Yeah.
Or they just were throwing straight up oil in everything, which is probably why. Like, that would just make all their jet skis and boats and shit just explode.
Yeah, everything's a tad flammable.
Whatever. Anyway, enough about Waterworld. What else is going on in the world today? In the what's the segment called?
Yeah, the weekly Armageddon update.
Yeah,
Armageddon. And hopefully, when after Trump gets impeached, it'll just be a weekly news segment and no Armageddon in sight. He has.
In the meantime, can we get I Don't Want to Miss a Thing to play in the background?
that'll be the theme song for this segment.
We have to be careful because of the copyright. We can only use like a couple seconds of it.
No, I have an idea for a theme song, which you will hear at the beginning of this segment, which I am very excited about.
Okay, good.
It was a joint effort by Jeff and I.
Oh, that's right. We did figure out something.
Yes, I think you'll enjoy it too, Jeff, because he hasn't heard it either. So it's going to be a treat for the ears, hopefully. So the other big thing has happened. Of course, the Muslim ban went into effect. Yeah, good news though, from what I've heard, that the ACLU was able to successfully argue in court that it's illegal and it's been put on hold for now.
No shit.
One of my favorite parts is that Trump said that they were. Well, it's supposed to be just a ban from these specific countries. It's not really a quote unquote Muslim ban because he said that Christians from this country they can come in.
Yeah.
But looking at a map of the available or the places that were banned for travel. Were Libya, Sudan, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Yemen, and Somalia, where no terrorists have come from that have attacked the United States. The places that were not were Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Turkey, and Azerbaijan, places where terrorists have come from. Coincidentally, also places where Trump has business ties. So who saw that? Who saw that coming?
I was like, wow, that is not really all that surprising at this point. Like,
nope.
It's so. He doesn't need to really lie anymore.
Oh, and the UAE also is not banned.
Yes.
Another place he has business ties to.
He's going to continue to lie, but he doesn't have to because the lies are so goddamn transparent. His motivations are so transparent that it's like, oh, God, really, dude. And
it's like the stuff he lies about is just so fucking insignificant. Like the crowd size of the inauguration. Like
it's about dicks.
Like you're just mad that Obama had more people than you. Like that's what it is.
And honestly, we all know Obama's probably hung more than Trump. First off, he's black.
Trump is hung like a tic tac.
Yeah.
But no,
anybody who acts like that has to have a small dick. That's just the way it is.
He has,
and that's coming from a guy who's got a small dick. His must be like incy teensy.
He has a micro penis.
Yes, mine's average, for the record, folks. Just average happens to be small according to the internet. So.
Well, the internet can suck it.
It does. I've seen it.
Yep, that's right.
Like 90% of the internet is that,
It's really hard not to find that sometimes. Like
Boy, is my wrist tired.
Yeah, oof, man.
Forearm the size of my head.
You could crush a fucking watermelon.
God damn! I started with walnuts in there.
Who wants fruit salad?
Just wash your hands first, please. More. Wash them more.
But yes. The Muslim, because it's just a Muslim ban. It's not a ban of terrorist countries. It's if you're a Muslim. Although he didn't ban people from Indonesia, which I'm surprised about. Yeah. It does have the largest Muslim population per capita of all the countries.
He doesn't know where Indonesia is because there's no oil there.
And it's never been on Fox News. It's a fucking country, honestly.
Yeah, Fox News doesn't report on Indonesia because we've never gone to war with them.
I guess I should specify. It's not a Muslim ban. It's a brown people ban.
It's a brown ban.
If your skin color is darker than khaki, you can't come in the country.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out, Cocoa folks. Cocoa people of the world.
Unite. But yeah, as I said, the ACLU was able to successfully argue for it.
And on the plus, we're still seeing protests like at Chicago Airport.
And JFK has one.
JFK. Boston is apparently allowing people in.
Oh, good.
Boston Airport, like they're advising, like immigration lawyers are advising people if they have green cards, they're coming from these Muslim countries, to fly into Boston Airport.
Good.
I forget what it's called. It's not just called Boston Airport.
Logan Airport.
Logan. Flying to Logan, because Logan's like, fuck you, come on in.
And was it the governor of Washington? Is he the governor of Washington, the mayor of Seattle, one of the two, said Trump is an enemy of the country?
I think it was the governor of Washington. He was live on Facebook during that.
Nice. But yes, there are, despite the garbage that's going on right now, there are people who are still resisting, which is great. And there are some quote-unquote rogue government accounts that are out there, which I do recommend that you follow. And I will put a link to them in the description because
if you follow any of them, because I only follow one of them on Twitter.
I follow a few of them. I follow the Rogue NASA.
To me, it's the most interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the Rogue Park Services one is good. The Rogue NASA one is good. The Rogue POTUS staff one is awesome.
That's the one I'm following.
Yeah,
I hope it's real.
I do too. I will
real.
say if you only follow one, follow that one, because the shit that they are talking about is just fucking fascinating.
If it is real, it's like a historic look on the inside of our democracy at its very worst.
And it really if it is real, it really shows you what kind of a petulant child that Trump truly is.
Mm-hmm.
So in all of these, it's hard to say if they're real anyway because they can't identify themselves for obvious reasons. So take it if you want to take it with a grain of salt. But I'm putting my faith in that this is real because
there was that tweet about the Mexican president canceling his trip that came out like a few hours before the news broke.
Yep, and
that's pretty.
And the way that they said it was going to happen is the way it happened.
Yeah,
as Trump said it was either mutual or his idea for them not to show up, and that's what he said. But no, because I think it's real too because there are a ton of people in the media and across the country who are resisting. So I wouldn't doubt that there are people who work in the White House who are close to Trump, who are really opposed to what he's doing and want a way to get information out to people. So I do see it as something that is actually true and is not, simply some anti-Trump person, or is just some troll on the internet trying to just be a troll.
Yeah.
So check those out. They are really worth looking at, and I'm glad to see that people are resisting.
One of my favorite tweets of the day from Rogue POTUS staff. Attempts to get POTUS to work on policy failed. Retreats to residence. Skulking over McCain-Lindsay announcement and public protests. There's another one that's basically just like he's complaining about the protests or something. Like he goes, because they're talking about the immigration policy, how they said it's illegal, and they go, don't they know I'm the goddamn president, or I'm the fucking president, or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty fucking insane, and I really do hope it's true because I would love to actually be what's going on right.
Yes, I hope that years from now it comes out that this was a real thing, and the person who is doing it comes forward as the national hero. Yeah. That they need to be.
Oh man, I really do hope. Yeah, I really hope this is true, and I will say as much as I don't like Trump, I don't necessarily want him to be a shitty president. I want him to succeed because he's our fucking president. I don't want him to be bad. I want a good president.
I mean, thanks to Donald Trump, in a lot of ways, he might actually fulfill his one of his campaign promises, which was to unify our country against Donald Trump.
Is he going to be like Anakin Skywalker and he fulfills the prophecy of the Force by first being evil and then actually having a good action as a result of it?
Maybe that's what it. Maybe that's
what
it
Anakin Skywalker. He is the third prequel movie. Oh, yeah. Actually, no. If he's a prequel movie, he's the second one because that was the worst one. But yeah, so yeah, check those out. And as I said, if you really only want to follow one, I recommend the Rogue POTUS staff because they seem to be the most interesting just because of their proximity to Trump.
It's amazing.
So that I think that would be our weekly Armageddon update. Hopefully,
that's the Armageddon update coming off the wire there. Because that's what we're going to have to switch back to soon. We're going to go to the telegraphs to hide our transmissions.
Probably. Yeah, so hopefully, as I said, that won't always be an Armageddon update. That will actually get to a nice news update. Interesting things that are happening. But speaking of news, because we are the nerdy, dorky subculture that we are, Jeff.
Yes.
Let us entertain you, listening audience, with nerdy news, or as we like to call it, roll for wisdom.
I don't know if we're going to keep that one, but I like it still.
No, that I'm really excited about that one. Unless we hear a better one, that's the one I'm going with because that is just.
Hear that, internet? You're going to have to comment now.
Yep. You're going to call us names and stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Roll for wisdom.
Roll for wisdom. Critical fail.
Still coming out the wire.
This just in.
It's just in.
So yeah, so
Great Scott.
there's some pretty interesting stuff going on. RE7 just dropped.
Yes, RE7, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the first ever Resident Evil game to take place in first person.
Which I think is pretty long overdue for Resident Evil, I would say.
I would argue now that it seems like the least Resident Evil game in the bunch now. Like they honestly could have repackaged this. They could have just given this a new title. You could totally just get away with this being its own franchise. It has nothing to do, from what I can see, has nothing to do with the greater mythos of Resident Evil.
I think from what I've seen and heard about it is they felt like the mythos was getting just really weird and convoluted. So like, let's just start over with this, basically. Because the games were becoming more actiony horror games as opposed to the original survival horror types that 1 and 2 and 3 were, and 4 too.
But with like, find this magical. This key also happens to be like a piece of a statue. That's weird. Who builds a mansion like that?
If you met some of the characters in the game, it makes a lot more sense. Oh, you're just a fucking weird eccentric millionaire. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, it would be really difficult to like work there.
Oh no, it'd be a fucking nightmare. You lose that club key. Well, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
It would suck to work at Umbrella Corp, man. I mean,
especially because they probably kill you once they're done with you.
Yeah. There's the obvious reasons, but then there's like the other ones. Like just logistically, it's a pain in the dick to get anywhere in Umbrella Corp.
Fuck! I lost my clover key. Shit.
Oh god. Damn it.
I gotta go down hit the third brick in the wall. Then I have to use the unicorn medal.
Whose idea was this? I don't need this.
But from what I've heard, the game is a very refreshing, I don't want to call it a reboot of the series.
I did play the demo.
Oh, you did? Oh, how was the demo?
It's creepy. And it's really hard, but I also didn't like how the demo like sort of relies on you to play over and over and over again to get all the endings. I was like, I'm not doing that. I got an idea. So basically to like really like reveal like that scene that people keep showing is the one where you're like in the garage and the guy's on fire and he's still coming after you.
Oh, nice.
You have to like redo the demo like 8 or 9 times, something like that, to get there.
Nice.
And I was like, nah, I'm good.
No, I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
But I have heard for people that have played the full game, it is very, very creepy and weird and
it's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
So
but it seems to really work though from what I've seen. Like it doesn't feel off or weird or unnecessary. Like it feels like they really took a lot of care into making this game more about the survival horror again. Like nothing feels hokey, and it's legitimately terrifying, I guess, in some places.
No hokum.
No hokum. So I'm really excited because I'm glad they're going back to that aspect of it and getting away from the action parts. Because that like the series is never really about the action was just a secondary part of it because you're playing these characters, the cops with firearms. So obviously there's gonna be some action, but it's like that was never what the game was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be this weird, creepy experience. So I'm glad that they're getting back into that, and I'm hoping at some point to pick it up because I really do want to play it because I love that series and I'm glad it's getting back to its roots. So hopefully within the next couple weeks I can play it and give it a review of my full experience of the game, and hopefully not have to play like 8 or 9 times to get all the endings.
Well, you are a big fan of the Resident Evil franchise, so yes. I expect you to totally take that on.
I haven't played them since I think 5 was the last one I played. I had a hard time playing 5 because I'm really bad at console shooters, and that was. But that game, it had like the Gears of War third-person view, so I was bad at shooting stuff, so I didn't play that very much. But I think I'm gonna get it for PC. But 4 I played a lot, and 1 through 3 I played a lot. Oh, I fucking love those games. Great games.
4 I liked a lot.
4 was awesome. 3 was really good. I think of the original PlayStation ones, I think 2 was my favorite one.
I really this is probably gonna. I'm probably gonna lose gamer cred for this, but like I really enjoyed it when they went to the over-the-shoulder third-person look.
No,
I think the game just got that much better. People always thought that like, oh yeah, like it makes it creepier and scarier if you have like the camera angles are weird and stuff like that. I'm like, no, it just makes it hard to see what the fuck I'm doing. Like I was really kind of frustrated by it all the time. So I was okay with it.
No, well, the general consensus is like that it really helped the series going in that direction with the controls and stuff. So no, I don't. I think it's a pretty standard opinion. No, I thought it worked really well because I thought I don't know. It just the way they did. I thought really fit the tone of the game, and it didn't feel out of place.
Yeah, I was fine with it maybe being a little more actiony.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a game where I just don't like those games where you're just like helpless. Which is why I haven't picked up Biohazard. I'm not a big hurry to do that because, like, I think because there are guns in that game, but like you can't really aim with them. You're not very good with them because the character you're playing is just like a dude.
Yeah.
So you're not like a super soldier. So it's just kind of like, no, like all right.
Well, I mean, for me, it's like I don't mind helplessness if it is done in a way that feels like it fits. Like I'm not just a weak dude who can't do anything just to make the game harder. Because like. After a while, like being a super soldier in those kind of situations, it's like, well, I'm not really afraid of anything, so I don't need to like the fear factor is gone in this game for me. It's just an action game at this point. So I think if you do the helplessness right, like a game like Amnesia, that you have no weapons, all you can really do is run from the enemies and hide. I think works really well, even though you're helpless. It really fits the game well, and it doesn't feel off or it doesn't feel like. It's trying to do something just to make the game harder. It really it feels like it fits. So I think helplessness is something that can work in the game if you do it right. So I'll have to see how this is because I heard it's like you're more just like a regular dude type.
Yeah,
you're not like you're not like an officer of the law like you are in the other games. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. So hopefully within the next episode or two, I will play the game and. Be able to give you, listening audience, a better idea of the game as a whole and how it would when I think of it. And,
I thought you were talking to me.
Well,
be able to give you.
I mean, you'll be there, so you can mute me, I guess. But
anyway, another gaming news.
Mass Effect Andromeda has dropped 2 new trailers, which
2 new trailers.
Very excited about.
The first is on the Andromeda Initiative website, which if you are a fan of Mass Effect and you are going to buy the game and you haven't joined up with yet, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Again, if you're listening to this show, you probably are a fan of those games.
I mean, it's cool because it sets up the universe and makes you like I know it's a fantasy, but this is the fantasy that I want, especially right now, because I kind of would love like the idea of leaving the galaxy is very attractive to me at the moment.
But that's the problem I have with these games. Because every time I play Mass Effect, all I want to do is be a space captain in my junker with my ragtag crew, going around, salvaging stuff, and then hitting up the space bar.
I wouldn't even mind being like Johnny Random in the Mass Effect universe. I don't have to be savior of the galaxy.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like I got like me and my ragtag crew. We're like a bunch of nobodies, and we go salvage stuff, and then we go hit up the bar. Like I don't need to save the world. I just want to be in that universe. So
the Andromeda Initiative, you join up, and like the fantasy they're selling you is that in the universe is that you have signed up for the Andromeda Initiative, and you're preparing to go to the Andromeda Galaxy with like on the Ark ship and all that stuff. So like, oh, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be great. Like, you are the future of mankind. You're mankind's hope. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, good, because they gotta have someone who has like decent data entry skills. They need that, right? Like, it's important.
But you gotta keep records on the ship, Jeff.
Because I know that they're taking only the best and brightest, and that does not qualify me. That does not.
Oh no, but you can't like take the best scientists and have to like have a couple of them just enter Excel sheets. Like you got
they gotta have a guy who can like sweep the floors, right? Come on, man, let's do this. Woo!
Yeah, I've seen those games.
Andromeda.
Blood gets everywhere. You gotta have someone clean that up.
So they dropped a new trailer through that. Another reason why to join the Andromeda Initiative is that they're gonna release 4 like instructional videos. I think they're calling them, or something like that. So that's the third one. Nice. They just dropped. But if you watch all 4, you'll get a helmet. Ooh. You'll get an in-game helmet that they'll award you for being like an early subscriber to the Andromeda Initiative.
Nice.
And I probably won't even use it in the game, but you know what? I have to collect them all.
It's space Pokemon. I have to collect
Come on, guys. Come on.
Oh, can you imagine space Pokemon?
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Anyway. So that new trailer features the crew on your ship.
Nice.
The Tempest. So we've mostly human characters thus far, but you have a female Turian now.
Oh, that's cool.
You've got everyone knows they've got a female Asari or just an Asari. Sorry,
they're monogendered species, Jeff.
Yes, there's a Krogan too.
Nice.
I know that because the other trailer that dropped was more cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
Was a cinematic trailer that was like more story stuff, but also was more about the crew.
Nice.
And it also reveals that like one of the women that is introduced in the trailer is a possible romance option because in that story trailer, the second one, they're macking.
Ooh. Space boning.
I'm making like hand gestures that no one can see. Anyway, I have to stop doing that.
Why? It's funny.
Okay, good. So there's but like one of the things he says is like someone tells him that you're gonna need an army to do whatever, like do something, and he goes like, I don't need an army, I've got a Krogan. And then they show like the Krogan busting heads. I'm like, yes.
I can only hope he's as cool as Rex was.
Yes, he's gotta be.
Because Rex is one of the best characters in that series.
This is a Krogan that signed up to like sleep and hibernate for 900 years so he can go to a whole new galaxy and kick ass. He's gotta be cool.
He just wanted more people to kill.
Yeah, he's like, I want to meet new species and smash them.
Travel to exotic lands, meet new people, kill them.
And kill them. With all 6 of my balls. I think Krogans have 6 testicles.
4 balls.
4 balls?
4 balls.
I just gave him 2 extra ones. They get 2 extra ones. This guy's got
Rex
them.
had 6. I know that much.
Rex had 6. This
he was
guy's
the manliest of Krogan.
Because the other thing is that like the major species are divided up into separate arcs. So the human arc is supposed to be predominantly human. So I'm interested to see why there's a Turian and why there's an Asari and why there's a Krogan. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Are they from the other arc ships? Why are they on your crew? Why not just all human? Story-wise, I get why gameplay-wise, because that'd be better. But still. Yeah. So new Mass Effect Andromeda, March 23rd is the date.
Nice.
I've decided which one I'm going to buy, which version, because EA, so they have all the versions.
Which one are you getting, Jeff?
At different price points. I'm loading it now, but I think it's just typically called the Digital Deluxe.
Ah, yes.
They're going to get $70 from me instead of $60. Because none of the options, even the $100 option, includes a season pass, which is disappointing. Like if only EA didn't like run these games, it'd be great.
Well, everything's got a flaw, Jeff.
Yeah, everything's gotta have a flaw. Can't be perfect.
Nope, that's not how it works.
I was thinking about the other day while I wait for Origin to load so I can get all the details of which package I'm going to buy. But I would love it if they did like a new Knights of the Old Republic game, not like an MMO, but a new Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh yeah.
With the new because this Mass Effect engine looks amazing. So like if they did it in this new style, but with so you have like lightsabers and Jedi powers again and stuff like that. Like
that'd be awesome.
That would be the time.
Well, they are doing a fan remake of the original KOTOR with an updated engine, which I'm very excited to see when that gets released ever.
I mean, I don't know.
Now, I follow the guy on Twitter.
I mean, what I like most of, and what I would want Mass Effect to like carry over to any Star Wars game now made by BioWare would be the fact that it's like the combat is fluid.
Yeah.
Like, the KOTOR, it sucks that it stops. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know in terms of. I mean, I don't know if it's like a direct remake in terms of the combat and stuff. They haven't done anything with combat yet. It's all just focusing on.
I would bet you it's gonna be though.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but like I said, I'm gonna reserve judgment until I actually see something with combat. Because right now it's all just like locations and backgrounds and things that they're doing.
Yeah.
So, if I see more information, I'll give you an update, listening audience.
So let me break it down and finally load it up here. We've got the standard edition, which is $60. Mm-hmm. We got the deluxe edition, which is $70, and then the super deluxe, which is $100.
Whoa! What's in the super deluxe?
Yeah. So we're gonna break it all down here. I'm gonna let you know. This is consumer advice from a better podcast. Here we go. So everybody gets the pre-order bonus, which is the Deep Space Explorer armor. Mm-hmm. That is if you pre-order. You have to. Obviously, pre-order. Never mind. Anyway, looking for armor that can set up to anything a brand new galaxy can dish out, pre-order, and you'll get to gear up with a Deep Space Explorer armor. Everybody gets that. No matter what. You pay $60, you get it. Mm-hmm. Another pre-order bonus for all editions is a multiplayer booster pack.
Nice.
Includes 50%. Includes five times of 50% XP boosters.
Nice.
So, and that's going to be a common running theme you'll see with these different editions is these multiplayer booster packs. So stay tuned. Pre-order also everyone gets a new Nomad skin. Nomad is the tank thing, the buggy thing.
Oh, it's the new Mako?
Yeah, it's the new Mako is the Nomad.
Nice.
And one of the things that they're advertising that you can is that you can fully customize this Nomad. You can add you can add on a whole new set of wheels to it. You can change what kind of gun it's got on it. And
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really excited about that. But you get make sure your Nomad really stands out while exploring mysterious new planets with this unique skin. So that's what everybody gets.
Nice.
And now we're on to the stuff that you have to pay extra money for.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pathfinder Casual Outfit, not available for Standard Edition.
Oh.
Nobody wants to wear their uniform 24/7, whether you're relaxing aboard the Tempest or exploring a friendly space dock. This casual outfit will help you look your best.
Well, they're not wrong.
That's right. You also get the Scavenger Armor, stand out from the crowd, even when you're planetside on a deadly new world. No information on what that means, just it's Scavenger Armor, whatever.
You're gonna stand out, Jeff. They just said.
Mm-hmm. But this is the reason why I'm going to give them the extra $10 because I'm not going to wear the outfit, but I want it, and I'm probably not going to wear the armor, but I want it. And
Yep, that's my problem too.
There's also the Pathfinder Elite weapon set, 4 weapons. So ditch the standard gear and go Elite, battle your way through Andromeda with this unique set of weapons. So you can start the game with better weapons.
That's cool.
If you pay $10 more.
It sounds worth it.
And it's stupid, and it's ridiculous. It should not be, but this is the world we live in now, so just everyone get over it.
This is Trump's America.
This is Trump's America.
Thanks, Donald.
The real reason why I want to pay $70 instead of $60 is you get a pet pie jack.
Whoa!
Oh, yes, you know you want one. Bring your very own space monkey aboard the Tempest to join you on your journey.
Oh man.
So Mass Effect 2 and 3, we got ourselves a space hamster. Fuck that noise. Now we got a space monkey.
I liked that space hamster.
I know, but monkey, bro.
No, I'm not saying the hamster is better. I like the space hamster though.
You would also get the digital soundtrack.
Nice.
Now, granted, this is all still for both the deluxe edition and the super deluxe. Mm-hmm. So a difference of $30 here. You're still getting all the same thing. Mm-hmm. And then there's the multiplayer deluxe launch pack. You're still getting for the deluxe edition and the super deluxe. Get a head start on day one co-op play with multiplayer launch pack, which includes weapons and equipment to quick start your progress. This is the only thing that they have listed that you get for your $30. Mm-hmm. Multiplayer Super Deluxe Booster Packs. Own co-op play with the best multiplayer value. A weekly premium pack for a 20-week period to deliver an ongoing booster progression. 1 pack per week for 20 weeks.
Interesting.
So it's $30 more, $100 for this game. $100 shell out, so you can get multiplayer packs.
I wonder if they're going to announce more stuff as it gets closer.
I don't know. I mean, this is all they got. And once again, there's zero information as far as like this. None of these include like a season pass.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of surprising.
It's just kind of like, oh, no.
Not at least the $100 one would.
Yeah, you'd think. Like I was waiting for that. I'm like, and a season pass? No, doesn't say.
No, they're going to do a season pass, so I can't say maybe they are.
Yeah, they're going to do a season pass. They have to.
Yeah, that's again, Trump's America.
Yeah, But it's just kind of like that was kind of like system requirements are still not out yet. God,
really?
That was kind of like a surprise.
Yeah, I'm legitimately surprised they haven't released that yet. I thought they would have.
Yeah, but there's all that though. So that's why I'm getting the $70 version because I want all the extra stuff. I do not want to pay the extra $30 for all the multiplayer stuff because I, quite frankly, probably won't be playing a lot of multiplayer, even though it's up, which is fine and everything. But I just don't see it happening very often. The only person I would play with, presumably, is you, and it's hard for us to hook up on a regular basis.
Yeah, and even then, it's like if it's anything like the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, I'm probably not going to do much anyway. I
really liked the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I really did.
I probably didn't like it as much just because I didn't have anyone to do it with.
I don't know. It was repetitive and simple, but it was just fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I had a good time playing it. But people were really mad that in order to get the 100% completion,
yeah, you had to play the multiplayer,
That is not the case this time. Now, mind you, I find that complaint really whiny because, like,
Well, it wasn't that you didn't get 100% completion in terms of all the endings. You could still get access to all the endings as long as
you can still get the very best ending.
Yeah, you weren't at quote unquote 100% readiness.
Yeah, that bonus was like worth 4,000 points or something minuscule or like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it was fun, you know, like and who doesn't, like, every time we hear about this stuff where it's like, oh, they just want to make sure that we're not pirating the game. It's like, well, okay, yeah.
It's whatever.
Because, you know, you do, let's face it, you have an internet connection. Nobody's playing these games in a vacuum. There's not very few people playing this game in a vacuum. Yeah. And if they are, wham. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, the only issue I have with that is when companies say like, oh, we, you know, like, because with Blizzard they're like, oh, we want Diablo 3 online all the time because we're trying to build a community, blah blah blah.
Yeah, don't lie.
Yeah, but then like it came out for consoles and you could play offline on the consoles. I'm like, dude, just admit it's for piracy. Like,
it's for piracy.
I'm not gonna like you still, but at least you're being honest to me.
I mean, that's fine. Piracy is a real problem for these guys. It's what it is. Yeah. But you know, people are still gonna pirate it. I can tell you.
And all you're doing is just hurting your rep with the community by lying.
All you gotta do is just wait for the crack to come out.
Yeah.
It usually comes out within a couple hours. So
exactly. Yeah, no, it's actually kind of baffling sometimes how quickly it comes out.
Yeah. It's well, people are on board, you know, on top of the shit.
People just fucking waiting day one. but no, I'm so fucking excited for Andromeda.
So that your consumer advice for a better podcast, a better consumer advice.
Spend $100.
Spend $70.
Spend $100.
Don't listen to Kenny pretty much ever.
Don't listen to Jeff. Spend $100. No, I think if you're a fan of Mass Effect, if you're a fan of our show, worth checking out, absolutely.
And also, why in the fuck are you not on the Andromeda Initiative, people?
Get with the fucking program, guys.
God damn.
Maybe they're just waiting for people like us to tell them. They're really skeptical until, you know, they hear it from us.
Wikipedia already took it down, but someone edited the Wikipedia page for invertebrates to include
Pablo. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Fucking beautiful.
Spineless.
I was hoping they'd leave that up for a while.
Opinions on abortions are kind of like nipples. Everyone has them. Women's are a little more relevant, and all you ever see are men's. And as an addendum, I would love to see more women's.
Mm-hmm. I'm all for that. Love me a nipple.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple, guys.
Also, you choose what happens to your uterus. That seems fair. Mm-hmm. It seems fair. Well, it is inside of you. So
it's not uterus. It's yours.
It's yours. Do we have any other nerdy news to cover?
We did. I am. You were telling me about this OA.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to hear about this. Apparently, Steam is getting a little saucy these days.
I've noticed that over the past year, because Steam has sort of opened up the floodgates as to like all the games they're going to put on there. So there's like a lot more indie games, a lot more alpha games. We've talked about that before.
Yes.
But there's like over the past year we've seen this or maybe more. We've seen this flood of like Japanese visual novel games,
which I still don't get.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my bag. I don't really understand it myself.
Just read a manga. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do. But we're getting the dirty ones now too. I think it probably all started. Remember, Honey Pop came out.
I believe so.
That was like the first big one that was a problem, where like it had like a adults only version and a regular version. You had to pay extra for the adults only version or something like that.
Sounds familiar.
Or like Steam wouldn't allow the adults only version, so you could buy it directly from Honey Pop. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so now we have like if you go to Steam and you go to popular new releases, like numbers 2 and 3 are these games. So that are include these tags: adventure, casual, indie, anime, and nudity.
Ooh.
Sakura Agent. It's part of the Sakura series. I was reading about this earlier. And it's a visual novel game. See, Akira is an agent for a secretive organization who protects the world from threats simply known as incursions. Strange creatures from another dimension are invading this world, wreaking havoc wherever they go. With his assistant and a freshly assigned rookie to back him up, can Akira overcome a threat which may end civilization itself?
I hope so.
But as we all know, the true point of this game is to
Titties.
to go far enough inside, into the individual storylines, because basically, it's you and these two scantily clad anime women, and you have to have sex with one or both of them. So that's just it. And you get
you don't want to disappoint. You don't want to disappoint the world, Jeff. The world will fall apart if you don't bone these ladies.
That's what the point of this game is. Is to unlock the nudie CGs. And right now, Kenny, you could buy the Sakura bundle. It's all 12 games.
Hold on.
For the low price. Yes.
There are 12 of these games.
12 of these games. The Sakura bundle on Steam. 12 of these games on Steam. For the low price of $119.58.
My penis only has so much stamina, Jeff.
You've got Sakura Spirit, Sakura Angels, Sakura Fantasy, Sakura Beach, Sakura Dungeon, Sakura Beach 2, Sakura Santa, Sakura Shrine Girls, Sakura Space, Sakura Nova, and then the aforementioned Sakura Agent.
I'm sensing a pattern with these games.
That's number. So Sakura Agent is number 2 on the most popular new releases.
What's number 1? What's number 1?
Number 1 is a game called Eodor Imperium, which doesn't match what I was talking about, so we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, however, is a game called Love Ribbon.
Go on.
Love Ribbon. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm so fucking prepared for this.
I'm going to read the quick blurb about it and then the full thing. Love Ribbon is a Yuri girl-on-girl visual novel about forbidden love between two sisters.
Well, I'm out.
Tags for this game include sexual content, anime, visual novel, indie, romance, casual, drama. No nudity, though. Just sexual content.
One of the tags should just be a sad face.
I know, right? Like, you think. I mean, if I'm going to watch 2 anime chicks get down, I want them to be naked. The story follows Iris, a girl who learns that her younger sister is transferring to her school. Why they're not in the same school before, I don't know.
Well, and why, like the way they say that, it sounds like it's a big secret they were keeping from her, and she just found out about it one day.
It's like, transfer to her school, and will be living with her for the rest of the semester. Even though she has never met her sister before,
what?
Iris is determined to make up for lost time by becoming friends, and more importantly, to show off her dependable nature as the older sister of the household. Unfortunately for Iris, things don't go as planned. Zoe, Iris's younger sister, is a tall young woman who isn't afraid to ditch class and badmouth others. Zoe shows little respect for authority, especially when it comes to her older sister's attempts to play nice. And if things couldn't get any worse, a confusing sexual tension blooms between them.
I don't know how I feel about this.
So that's currently number 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10 on that list. Mm-hmm. It's something that we might actually want to look into. We were talking about that off the air to like make a separate Steam account so people don't see all the weird shit that we have.
Yes, we were debating potentially for the future listening audience, for your treat, getting these like really weird, bizarre games and then reviewing them.
Yes, but I don't want the world to know that I have a game that is called. Are you ready?
Hold on. Let me brace myself in my chair.
Brace.
Okay, go for it.
Panty Party. We're not even there yet. Panty Party is a fast-paced battle game. Fly as a panty in the street and in between buildings. Search for enemy panties and kick their bad, and then it just says heart, heart, heart.
What? Oh, the heart thing, I think that's Steam's edit for a swear, so I think probably supposed to say ass.
Yeah, I'm guessing. About this game, it starts off with this. Warning, no hentai contents in this game. All you get is funny and stupid panties.
Oh, fuck, I'm not interested then.
And then there's a quote. I have to find the warrior of love. The warrior of love? Yes, it is you. The one who loves panties. The warrior of love.
What?
End quote. It was a conversation, I guess, between the game. Dashing on the street, warriors of love along with panties to save the humans from evil intention and to save themselves from being transformed into panties. That's one sentence. Fight in a funny comedy full of panties, love, and passion with fierce battles between panties. Dash and dodge in high-speed battles with panties. Panty Party is a fast-paced battle game. There, we read that already. Features. Feel emotions of foolishness and excitement, ... with Panty Party. Energetic dancing music. It is the melody of panties.
What?
Every color imaginable. It is the color of panties. A story of nonsense and fools brought to you by panties, parentheticals, and the warrior of love. The sentimental thoughts of panties, which you can only experience in Panty Party.
Wait, the sentimental thoughts of panties?
Yes. Hyper-exciting battling, multiple battlegrounds in the city, and a full collection of unique panties. All panties have unique skills and the passion skill to make them even stronger. The white panty is soft. The bear panty is fierce. The striped panty is a classic, and the sailor panty, find out for yourself. Collect them all. Step forward, warrior of love. It is time to show your love for panties. This is Panty Party.
Wow. I have so many emotions running through me right now.
It's got 161 reviews and
What's the star rating?
very positive. They do 95% of the 161 reviews for this game are positive.
It
It just came out, Kenny, January 24th, and it's 10% off. You could buy Panty Party, which is also known as Pan apparently, for $8.99. Now I want you. I want you to go into Steam and find this game real quick because I want you to watch some of these videos of the gameplay.
I'll have to do that when I'm on my desktop again.
So. Oh, that's right. Kenny, this is amazing. It is exactly as described, where there's just panties shooting other panties with light rays. They're not guns. I don't see any guns, but they're just disembodied panties. They're not attached to anything. They're just floating underwear. And they're shooting things at each other and fighting other panties. You've got different skills, and it's it might be the greatest game that ever existed. I don't know.
I don't know how to feel anymore.
This could be the worst game. I can't tell if this game is good for women or bad for women. I can't tell who this game is for because it's not particularly sexy unless you're just
think it's
really
designed to be sexy though.
Unless you're super repressed and just looking at panties, you're like, oh god.
Oh man, show me that ankle.
No body parts are in this.
No, I'm just being that repressed.
I just saw a boss fight flash by. Hang on, let me see if I can pause this here.
Boss fight.
You are fighting the Pansa Pansy. It's just a huge pair of panties, almost leggings and stuff like that, and it's shooting shit at you. Oh my god! So there you go, Panty Party.
That is beautiful, Jeff.
That's what's on Steam these days. There was one other one, Trick and Treat, a visual novel. That's a free to play, but I don't think it has any hentai aspects.
Really torn about this, Jeff.
I mean, there it is. At the very end, so number 46 of the top 47, because I guess they don't have top 50. Whatever.
It's only 47 games.
And this is not in the same vein as what we were just talking about, but I think it's worth bringing up because it is sort of anime-ish, but in the Newgrounds Flash kind of way. Mm-hmm. This game is called Mr. Massagey. And the quick quote is use your dating skills to get a well-earned massage through your gamepad controller.
Go on.
Okay, so about this game, everybody is someone like Johnny deep inside. So walk on.
What?
I guess the main character's name is Johnny. So walk. They write walk on, but they probably mean walk in. So walk in his shoes and get back into the speed dating game. Use your Linger app to choose from 9 eligible bachelorettes and get the ultimate reward: a well-earned controller rumble massage. And there's a frequently asked questions because apparently it's come up a lot. So,
is one of them just why?
Well, the first one is, okay, so what do I get? And the answer is a fine dating simulator with the possibility of getting a real massage from your gamepad controller.
What?
Yes. Question 2. Can I play this game without a controller? Yes, but you will feel alone.
I think I'd feel also alone with the controller.
Yes. Question. What's up with the massage and the controller? We program various vibration patterns depending on the date's personality. Interesting. How do I play it? During a date, you select the best flirting lines to conquer the girl you are dating.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Will I be able to conquer my crush after playing this game? Maybe. Results might vary. What the heck? If it helps, then we'll take full credit. They're talking about like in real life.
Oh my.
From like stuff you learned in the game.
Oh my.
Which controllers does this game support? Steam controller, DualShock 4, and Xbox controller, and we like them all. And finally, why do I freaking pronounce that name? How do I freaking pronounce that name? Masage? Is that even English? And the answer is, sorta, it's pronounced Masagi. But hey, say it how you like it. It's a free internet.
Not very much longer.
This game does not look like a great quality game.
Yeah, but Jeff, it's got that built-in massage feature.
Like the animation is like bad Flash animation.
You're missing out on the important part, Jeff. Free massage.
But Kenny, it's $6, and you could have Mr. Masagi. You know,
I don't know if I've sunk that low in my life yet.
Apparently, they're working on a new DLC.
What?
Hello, everyone! To celebrate a new year, a new life, and a new Masagi wife, we're proud to announce that the first of the free social DLC dates for Mr. Masagi, the adorable Navia. Free DLC, Kenny.
Okay. I hope it's free.
It's free. So there you go. I think we need to create a better podcast Steam only account that we could share somehow.
I think so. And I think what we should do,
because I don't want us buying these games twice.
Oh God, no. Well, what I think we should do is we should make that, and then once it's made, we should let the audience know so they can suggest stuff to us.
I don't want the real world to see like, what the hell? I think one of the things you can date is literally a bottle of mayo. Yes.
Are you sure it's mayo?
Yeah, I know because it says mayo on the front. And also it says, okay, hang on. Hi. Oh, hi, my name is Mayo. Welcome to my apartment. Make yourself at home.
Okay, I kind of want to play this game now just so I can get the massage from the mayo.
So there you go, Kenny. And there's like instructions midway through to tell you where to put the controller. So hang on. How to massage. Step 1, pose valiantly. Step 2, take your controller and place it on your neck or other places.
Wink.
Step 3, relax and let one of your new friends massage those troubles away.
Oh my.
Oh my.
This feels a little saucy.
I know, right?
Steam is getting saucy.
Steam? What is going on?
Gabe Newell is I think he's having a moment.
I think he's just kind of checked out. I don't think he's caring anymore. Maybe he's just really focused on Half-Life 3.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I couldn't even say
Maybe he's
it.
actually been dead for like 5 years. And they've been parading a puppet out.
It's a lie.
The cake is a lie. That's what Valve has taught me.
Yeah.
But these sound lovely. And I kind of actually do want to check out that Mr. Masagi game just because I want to see if I can get the mayo to give me a massage.
It's got to be done.
So yes, I think that's what we'll do. We'll make a joint account for us, and then once that's up, we will let the audience know, and they can suggest weird shit that we should play and review. I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
And speaking of weird games, this is one I have actually played.
Okay.
I am very excited about it. It's originally came out a little while ago. It's called Shower with Your Dad Simulator, and they released a revamped version, and this one is titled Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015. Do you still shower with your dad? And I have played this game, and I have to say it is a fucking marvelous game. And you're probably thinking, well, what's this game about? Well, you shower with your dad. There's a few different modes.
Is this on Steam?
It is on Steam.
Okay, I have to look it up real quick. It's called Shower with Your Dad Simulator.
Yep,
there it is. It's 99 cents.
It is. And
it's 8-bit, or not even that. It's like 2-bit.
It's like
Atari.
Well, it's like 16-bit type of thing, I think. But basically, there's a few different game modes. The one I usually play is basically what you do is there's 3 different dads in this locker room shower, and each dad has a kid. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to match that kid with the dad. And there's a few different options. You can turn the nudity on and off. So you can have there's the nudity options are true, yeah, yes, dong, and hell yeah.
I see.
And you can you can have select your level of kid wobble.
Kid, what?
Kid wobble, because when they walk around, they wobble, and you can run into puddles, and then you ended up running into the wrong dad, and that's how you lose.
Oh, that's bad.
But there's it's I don't know how to describe this game. There's one mode called Endure Dad, and one of my favorite parts is they have dad jokes in between each section.
I do love a good dad joke.
And the three groups you can play as Richard and Lefty, Johnny and Robin, and Thomas and Magnum. Now I don't know which is the dad name and which is the son name.
Magnum.
But it's I don't know how to explain it. It's a lovely game.
I'm watching the video they put up that was like gameplay now, and it doesn't look like it's much of a game, but it does look creepy, and I don't like it.
It's fucking hilarious. I'm actually playing right now. Oh, I touched the wrong dad.
Oh God.
I got 15 consecutive dads
and
a high score of 127.248.
Good job.
And I will suggest to towel off now.
I'm glad.
But no, it's a great game. I suggest you should play it, Internet, because
Yes, Internet, play it because I will not be playing it. I'm more into Mr. Massagy at this point.
But I don't even know like why you would come up with this concept.
I don't know who would do this to themselves.
It's got achievements.
Oh, good.
I don't think I'll be able to look at. Oh yeah, I won't be able to look at them right now because my internet is off on my desktop. But it's such a fucking weird game, and I got it as a gift from a friend, and I was like a little skeptical, like what the fuck is this? And then I played it. I'm like, wow, this game is amazing. What the fuck am I playing? But no, I recommend you check out. You check out Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015. Do you still shower with your dad? It's only 99 cents. It's $1. Worth it.
Worth it.
But yes, I think there is where we should leave you, listening audience, with Weird Creepy Dad Simulator. Weird creepy
games on Steam now. Like what happened?
I don't. Steam is oof, it's taking a hit, I think.
I mean, Steam's still growing strong. They're going where everything's fine.
Oh yeah, no, they're making all the money on Earth.
It's just weird.
Well, when you get enough money, you pretty much do what you want at that point.
Yeah.
But yes, I think once we get the joint Steam account up, we'll let you know, and then you can if you find weird things we should play on Steam, please let us know and we will play them. And it will be great.
Oh God.
And if you have any awful Armageddon news to talk about, or that you find that we should talk about, let us know in the comments. And of course, as always, nerdy news. If you find anything interesting nerd related, please let us know. And that's not just games; it could be movies, comics, books. Doesn't matter. Anything you think we should talk about in that segment, please put that in the comments.
This will be for later. This will be probably for next week. But I will say, from the image bundle, which you can still get for the next 2 days,
yes,
Rat Queens is my new favorite book of all time.
I'm gonna try and grab that.
Everyone Google that shit because it's awesome.
I'm gonna try and grab that tonight and then take a gander at that over the week, and then we might talk about that next week.
Do it.
Who knows? Oh yes, and if you have any interesting segment ideas or segment names, please throw them at us because we would like to use that info, and you could be part of the show, audience.
Don't actually throw anything because it's not going to get to us. Just put it in the comments.
No, don't throw it at the screen.
Type it out.
You'll just crack your monitor, and it's
and you'll be all mad at us and stuff, and
it'll be your fault.
It will be your fault, but we have to cater to the stupid. So,
yeah. And I mean, this show is pretty stupid. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, thank you once again, audience, for listening and tuning in. We do appreciate you taking the time.
One more thing, because it just came up on Twitter. Stephen Amell, star of Arrow, is Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Someone apparently tweeted at him, because you don't belong in this country, you fucking joke. So he tweeted back to him. He's at Cal Penn, if you want to know. Spelled with a K and 2 N's.
Oh yes, Cal Penn.
To the dude who said, I don't belong in America, I started a fundraising page for Syrian refugees in your name.
See, that's how you handle those people.
Yeah, those people.
Oh,
All right, everybody.
That is beautiful. But yes,
have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you for listening. And as I said earlier, please put stuff in the comments if you think we should talk about it. And hopefully we'll tune into the next episode of A Better Podcast with Kenny and Jeff.
Yes. Please.